wait till you take it.
Hello, my name is Elizabeth Duff, and I'm 17 years old and a senior at Lyon County High School. I live with my two wonderful parents and my two younger brothers. My nickname is Maggie because when I was younger, my mother decided she never wanted me to have a nickname at all, and she outlawed every single nickname for Elizabeth that there was, such as Lizzie, Eliza, Beth, Betty, and everyone at church figured out that my middle name was Margaret, and they started calling me Maggie. And she was going to make sure I was Elizabeth at school, but then there was another little girl in my kindergarten class with the exact same name, and she didn't have a nickname at all, so the name Maggie just stuck. Some of the personality traits that I think best describe me are honest, diligent, and hardworking. I'm honest because I try to tell the truth no matter what and make sure I do not spread any lies about other people. I believe that I am hardworking because I always try to make sure that I get every task done and not leave anything unfinished. I believe I am diligent because I try to make sure everything is done on time and to the best of my ability possible. I'm involved in many different organizations. Two of the organizations that I'm the most heavily involved in are 4-H and FBLA. FBLA stands for Future Business Leaders of America. In 4-H, I have procured many different leadership positions across my 9 years in our county. In our area, I have had two different officer positions such as secretary and vice president. I'm also a member of our 4-H State Teen Council, where 40 state teens from across the state meet and decide with the state officers all of the programs for the Kentucky 4-H program. In FBLA, I am our treasurer and also help with our student-led merchandise program for school spirit wear. I'm involved with all of these organizations because I feel like trying to make an impact in my community is very important. Now, on to my story. If you know me at all, you know that I'm very, very accident prone. This has been a fact since I was very young. When I was in kindergarten, I was very, very excited because we were going to get to eat lunch in the classroom. So we were all almost running in the hallway to get to the cafeteria. Well, my shoes were untied, and I fell, and I hit the side of my head on the middle part of the doorway. And the next thing that I remember is one of my best friends sitting on the floor beside me crying, my kindergarten teacher trying to wake me up, and my favorite outfit ruined. Well, one of my cousins came and picked me up and took me to the hospital where I had to have my head glued together. And that was very upsetting to me. So, it was my first experience in a hospital at all. And I thought it was cool. But my favorite part of the story was that my parents were an hour away getting our car worked on, and they couldn't leave because the car was completely torn apart. So by the time they got home, I was sitting at my grandmother's house with a kids' meal from McDonald's, being the happiest child there ever was, acting like nothing had happened that day at all. But that wasn't even the worst part. The next week, we were supposed to have field day, and I couldn't participate in half of the games because I couldn't get my head wet or be very active. So, in conclusion, I'm a 17-year-old senior who goes by the nickname of Maggie. I believe that I'm hardworking, honest, and diligent. I'm heavily involved in 4-H and FBLA, and I'm very, very accident prone.